Welcome back, everybody, to another Divi project blog. Today's blog is going to go over the DAO governance model and basically how it works, what's been going on since it started. Here is the official DAO page. If you want the link, it's in the description box down below, but it's a snapshot.org. You can also get access to this off the Discord channel, or I believe even the Divi project website has it. But yes, let's go over this blog. This document serves to describe the results of 9 separate votes that work to define the governance model for the Divi DAO. So, okay. So voting happened in a proto-DAO method by which members could join the DAO and vote just by simply owning one single eDivi token on the Ethereum blockchain. The voting and proposing system was designed to reduce the effects of spammers and scammers, while also empowering people who are dedicated to the Divi project and its blockchain. However, there are also provisions to allow newcomers and people with low balances to participate also. Now, the minimum required to participate, well, to be able to participate in the DAO with its full governance system in place, there are specific rules that must be complied with to be validated to vote or propose purposes. So, one, you need at least one eDivi on the Ethereum blockchain. It's easy to store it on the MetaMask wallet out there. And to make a proposal, you need a proposing NFT of the tier that matches the value of the amount of Divi required to complete the proposal. So A, 1 month needs to have elapsed since also the last time you made a proposal. So again, you make a proposal once a month, but you need a specific NFT to do it. And to vote on proposals, you also need a voting NFT whose tier will determine your voting power. Now, all these rules were placed on the DAO, so people who are part of it made votes on it, and this is what we decided. And that is it. Now let's talk about the details around acquiring these NFTs and the differences between them. Then we will talk about the voting mechanics. So proposing NFTs. Proposing NFTs comes in tiers. The higher the NFT tier you have, the more Divi you can request to be spent on implementing a proposal. For example, if you just need up to 100,000 Divi to implement a new website, then all you need is a copper tier proposal NFT. If you want a million Divi for a proposal, you will need a gold tier proposing NFT, and so forth. Keep in mind, when proposing, the DAO treasury needs to actually have the amount you are requesting. Now, proposing NFTs can be acquired in 2 ways. The first is to launch a validator vault. If this is done in the Divi wallet, then there is nothing else to do. When you set it up, you will receive your proposing NFT in your wallet. Now, if you run a manual validator vault, not a hot staking node, you can submit your Ethereum address and a proposing NFT will be sent there after the vault verification takes place. Now, the higher the amount of Divi in your vault, the higher the tier you qualify for. All earned proposing NFTs burn when the vault they are linked to is taken down. The other way to acquire proposing NFTs is just to simply buy one. The DAO will have a store selling proposing NFTs. You can buy one, each tier costs more, and these will last until they are used. Once used to make a proposal, they will burn. Now, to summarize in the table, proposing NFT tiers work as follows, and all amounts are in Divi. So the copper is about 100,000 to 500,000 Divi. The cost would be 500, and the proposal amount is up to 100,000. And again, these are all in amounts of Divi. Silver is 500,000 to a million. Cost is 1,000, and proposal amount can be up to 500,000. Gold is 1 million to 5 million, cost 15, and so on. Now, the voting NFTs, let's go over those. The scenario for voting NFTs matches the proposal requirements to a large degree. Voting NFTs come in tiers. The higher the NFT tier you have, the higher your voting power. You can vote for any proposal, but you are granted more power toward the vote when equipped with a higher tier NFT. For example, if you have a copper voting NFT, your voting power would be 100. However, if you have a gold tier voting NFT, your voting power will be 110. So it's just a little bit more. Now, voting NFTs can be acquired in 2 ways. Again, basically like the same way as before for the proposals. First is to launch a validator vault. If this is done in the Divi wallet, then there is nothing else to do. When you set it up, you will receive a voting NFT in your wallet. Now, if you run a manual validator vault, not a hot staking node, you can submit your Ethereum address and voting NFT will be sent there after the vault verification. Now, the higher the amount of Divi in your vault, the higher tier you qualify for. Now, all vault earned voting NFTs burn when the vault they are linked to is taken down, just like the proposal one. And the other way to acquire voting NFTs is simply just to buy one. And again, the DAO will have a store for selling voting NFTs, and you can buy one. Each tier costs more, and they will last until they're used once. And then here is the summary of that as well. Basically the same, kind of the same, and except the difference is it shows you the voting power in this graph. Now, there is an exception to this rule. The DAO voted to approve a special immortal NFT. A few dedicated Divi holders ran a masternode until the last moment and for their efforts received an immortal voting NFT. This NFT is tradable but only acts like a copper voting NFT. Now, the voting mechanics. There are some rules around voting that are important. The first is that the vote won't pass unless there is a quorum. The quorum required to pass a vote gets larger with the higher tier proposals, so a copper proposal would only require 20% of DAO members to vote on it. Now, while a diamond proposal will require 24%, so the quorum required to pass a proposal is as followed. So copper, 20% of the DAO members need it, silver, 21%, gold is 22, platinum 23, and diamond are 24% for the DAO members. Now, there will also be some requirements around proposal formats and required information, but that is not relevant to this document, and we will be instructed in the proposal template. So there you go. So that's a little bit about the Divi DAO governance model, how it works, how these NFTs are in place. And again, these were all voted on in the DAO previously. You can see here on the page. So Baton Pass, let's talk about the immortal NFT. So yeah, here we go. So we even had the cost of the voting for purchasing voting NFTs, cost of the proposing NFTs. So this already took place. People voted on it, and that's where we are at. So it is cool. So thank you. I believe this was Rob who gave us this article. So thank you so much for that. And if you guys did enjoy this read through, don't forget to smash that thumbs up for me, subscribe to the channel. And until next time, the Crypto Sherpa is out.